The special ed.
I ain't got that.
You can't find that?
Can't find that one. Listen.
What old school joint you got? Are we live?
Well, we're not live on Facebook.
We can go with this one. R.I.P. Biz Markie.
Biz Markie.
Yeah, anything with them words, they gonna kill us. Check.
Testing.
Check. General, what mic is that one over there? Yeah, which one is that? Number?
Nobody beat the Beards.
Try that again.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Here we go. I never seen an MC ever put the mic down.
Nobody beat the Beards.
Shout out to all my barbers. Shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. We got claps over there? Oh, they clapping over there. Y'all know who on them 1 and 2s. We got DJ Punchy in the building.
Let's go.
They see you, Punch. We got all that. Yo, what I got over here? I can't hear you when you ain't on the mic. I got everything over here. I got the general in the building.
Yes.
He might tune in. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. You know, we're going to have a little quick 1-2 for the night. Shout out to the Soul Survivor, Barry, True Lies, Cousin D, T, everybody in the Beards and Baldheads family. Shout out to all y'all. You know, sometimes we here, sometimes we not. Happy birthday to one of my favorite MCs. I used to have a hair like him, DJ Punchy. I'm trying to tell you, first grade. The curls I had?
You got curls?
The curls I had was something major. Curls got the girls.
Oh, grease curls?
They was like Blue Magic grease. It was kind of thick.
So you use these things on like one of those?
Yeah, definitely. My mom used to brush my hair, like brush my whole ear off. It was like that. I gotta get a special ed, man.
Yeah.
Special ed, get the special birthday shout out. You know, I've been talking about my future boo-boos, right?
Yeah, you found one?
I might have.
I might got something.
You might have somebody for me?
Yeah, I got
Let me talk about my past boo-boo, though. You know, because, you know, sometimes we don't give enough credit to them.
Yeah.
Got to give a happy birthday to Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Oh.
Y'all see the hairstyles. How did Jermaine get her?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
I don't know.
What did he do? I don't know.
Kind of heart?
He had a kind heart. Know who has the best heart?
Who?
And know who? Because the people don't know who's talking. They really don't know. We gotta give a special happy birthday shout out to Soups on the other side.
Happy birthday! Yes.
They want to see us so bad. That's all y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get a little still shot bomb right there. That's what y'all gonna get right there. You know, happy birthday to Soups, definitely. And happy birthday to my man Royale and the whole Freedom Over Fear team. My man Sight, my man Rim. They had a dope show that just came out. Make sure y'all check that on YouTube. And I'm gonna mess up the name, but what they do, they play the videos, and then they got like the lyrics on top. Like, remember like the pride when you knew like all the rap, like all the lyrics to a song? I used to feel real good. Like I remember, I think it was it Fresh Finesse? I remember when I learned all the lyrics. When I studied all the lyrics and I knew bar for bar. I might be lying, but even if I am, so what? Y'all need to know. When I knew all the lyrics is like certain song maybe written by the general, maybe a total song. You know what I'm saying? When you learn all the lyrics, it feels good. And that's what I like about this show. It has the lyrics playing while the video was on. Super creative, man. Shout out to Freedom Over Fish. Happy birthday again, once again, to Royale, Rem, Syph, man. My family out there. Peace to y'all. Peace to y'all. Had a great weekend. One thing that we're going to talk about tonight, you know, is the process of perfection. DJ Punchy, you spin those records with perfection, with ease, as if like you don't. It's effortless, but you put in effort. I watch you on them IG lives. you in the room by yourself sometimes, just spinning.
Yeah.
Just got the camera like this. You got a prop like
Yeah.
and you just going in.
Yeah, they had a little posed up. You know what I mean?
And you putting in that work.
Just practicing. Practice makes perfect, right?
Practice makes perfect.
You gotta practice in your craft. So when you go out to these live gigs, to rip it up.
What is your process? How does it go? Do you have a set process, or do you make sure you set a certain amount of time each day to get better?
Take time out the day. You know what I mean? To practice, get better. So you can be great. So you can be great.
So you could be great.
Cause you don't wanna be. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say you're gonna be perfect. Sometimes you mess up. Sometimes you DJ. Sometimes over a song you mess up. So sometimes you wanna be corrected. So next time you go out there, be better. So.
Do you have people who have mentored you in the game? I know you talked about who introduced you, but I know you have a crew and a set of DJs. It's a whole lot of dope DJs out here. Like, do y'all like, you know how they say still sharp?
Shout them out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I keep DJ QU.
Shout out to yo.
I'm gonna say DJ Mock. You know what I mean?
My
You
mind.
know what I mean? Who else? DJ KT. You know what I mean?
My heart, you already know.
Big Sis on show love. You know what I mean? Who else? I say Riv Rat.
Definitely piece of Red Rat.
The General.
The General.
You know what I mean?
You said the General?
Yeah. Who else?
The General is in the building. The General is in the building. I just want them to know that the General is in the building. Because we're talking about people that help, you know, it's like Still Sharp and Still. In a set of DJs, when we say the General, we're talking about the General who this whole
and DJ
this whole thing right here
DJ
comes
Raheem.
from. DJ Raheem.
Yeah.
Peace to him too.
Yeah.
Peace to
It's
him
more
too.
too, but I mean,
What's one? Give me one thing that you might have learned from the General, because he's not gonna get on the mic. But you know, since he's here, we might as well.
I mean, he let you rock out and let you groove. You know what I mean? He let you, then he talk to you. You know what I mean? And let you watch and learn certain things, how people play. But you do your own thing. He let you do your own thing.
Doesn't get in the way.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, cause like one day he just told me to come over and play.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just playing. So you'll get a lot of DJs that do that, tell you to come and go and play and rock out somewhere. So it's
Why don't they do that?
Because some don't like to show love to other DJs. So it's like, it's who you know, who you would mess with. So you got other DJs that will show love and give you credit too. Hey, know what I mean? So they just give the green light.
Dopest backyard.
Some people think somebody might say they shine, but there's money up make for everybody. So everybody should get their shine. So
That's real right there.
some DJs don't. Some people don't. Some people like to hate on other DJs.
You like to hate on other DJs.
Some DJs like to hate on other DJs. Know what I mean? It's more money.
He stole my mix.
There's a lot of money out here to be made for everybody. So a lot of people don't like to share. So it's like they always want to bash another DJ instead of just trying to lift another DJ up to make them do better. So
It's a shame. It's a shame.
It's a lot of hate out here.
I'm sorry, General. They can't hear you. It's a mic right there.
Let them hate all they want to as long as you working, bro. As long as you're a working DJ, it don't even matter if they hate.
What's the power of the love, though?
Keep doing your thing.
That's it.
Keep doing your thing. Don't let nobody keep doing your thing. Because one day you're going to wonder, wish they would have show you love. And when you see how I do your thing, they were like, damn, I just messed up. Like, damn, like, I was hating on his brother. I didn't even know the brother. But you hate because you listen to other people. You got to find for your own.
Absolutely.
I just let cats just say whatever, but they see me all over. You know what I'm saying? They see me all over, and I just be like, peace. And I still show them love.
No, I mean, I show love to everybody when I go out. I mean, other DJ, I watch other DJs play, and I show love. I mean, that's what you're supposed to support each other. I mean,
You're supposed to. You're
You know what I mean?
supposed to
And I
support
do
each
that a
other.
lot. I do that a lot.
You do.
I go out to those places for everybody. You know what I mean?
And I book other DJs.
Ooh.
I book other DJs.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what we do. We got gigs, we share them with each other.
We spoke about that's key point right there, General. We spoke about how you became part of the team. The DJs that I hollered at to come through first was part of your team. And then they said, yo, holla at Punch. I'm like, oh, perfect. Perfect right there. Like, nobody is trying to be greedy.
No, we all help each other out. It's money we made out. Every day is money we made out. Because sometimes you might can't do a gig, you might pass it over to somebody else to do it.
And they'll remember that.
Somebody else you make money. Because there's a lot of DJs I know that do that. I mean, we share gigs and then we like, if I can't do it, ask, can you do it? You make the money. You're looking for nothing out of it, let them make the money.
You're not looking for nothing out of it.
No, I mean, I'm giving you the money, you make money in your pocket. That's
opportunity.
A lot of DJs that I know that, you know what I mean, we work together and we look out for each other. So it's like, that's the name of the game. We look out for each other.
Look out for each other.
You know what I mean?
Look out
Everybody
for each
can
other.
make money together. You can build your own team. So
What they say, you know my motto, right, Bunch?
yeah.
You know, because I was in the Earth Day fashion show right there by my brother Bobby Stone.
Yeah.
Shout out to T, shout out to Beyonce, shout out to Nicole, Cool Cat, all of them. And shout out to my brother Bobby, who was in the Movement movie. That's his movie that he wrote. And I think they always talk about the African proverb, and I know I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. It's like, if you want to move fast, move by yourself. If you want to move, how it go? If you want to move fast, move by yourself. But if you want to move, was it right or something like that? Move together. Like pretty much, it's more power within a team. It's more power.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yes, that was the best way of saying it before I messed up the good African proverb that he had right there.
See, that's the thing. We need to work together, stop working against each other.
Stop working against each other.
I mean, everybody can make money, you know what I mean? But it's about the support.
It definitely is.
It's not just about the money. It's about the support. You know what I mean? If somebody support you, should be support them too.
You should.
In their own craft too. You know what I mean? You like selling shirts or DJ or making music or anything you want, you should support each other.
General, before you go, thank you, Punch. Before you go, I got one question. Just one little thing. Maybe it'll take 4 minutes. So this past weekend, I ran into this. Shout out to Respect Life. If any of y'all watched the web series when they had the big web series Wave that came out, my brother Bobby Stone was on that. Beyonce was on that, and it was a young man go by the name. His name is Manny. Played this character El Jefe. Like, he was the villain. And I ran into him. And when I met him, I'm like, yo, I had to go up to him and say an amazing job that he did. And we chopped it up for like an hour. And he was telling me about his work ethic and his process. How he knew everyone's line inside the web series. He's like, I know this one's line, this one, that one. I know the feel of what's supposed to take place inside this scene right here. And when he was saying it to me, I'm like, yo, you're reminding me of a Kobe. You care about your craft so much that you want everyone to win, that you want this to be the best. Like, General been in the game so long, he done seen every single dope era of rap. Every dope era. And at one time it was an era where you had a keep it real drug dealer, and you got to keep it real killer on the mic. If you're a killer, you're not killing really, or hopefully you're not. But you seen the people who think they can come off the block and rhyme, and you got the people who are in the booth who can rhyme about what's on the block. Everyone doesn't have the same work ethic. You yourself, I'm not sure which one I want to ask you with, because I can go into acting, because you do have a project that's out right now. If you want to, they can't hit. What?
One that's coming out in August. There's a movie coming out called Delilah. I'm playing a senator in that. That's coming out in August. Tubi, on Tubi now is Pressure. That's with Kissing the crew.
General, this ain't the time to be humble. This is what you're doing right here, because you have to wear so many hats. You wear so many different hats. And now when you wear the hat of an actor, how do you lock in?
Honestly, I I study my parts, but then I study the parts before and after me, so I can get the vibe. Just so I can get the vibe. You know what I'm saying? And just catch the whole feel of the whole script and where the writer is trying to go with it and everything. So I just become that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I treat it just like I'm learning. You know, because I rap too. I treat it just like I'm learning some lyrics that I put down on a rap song. You know what I'm saying? That's how I treat acting. I treat it the same way.
He said the same thing. He said the same thing. Shout out to T. Happy birthday to your sister. He said the same thing. He said I memorize all my lyrics. Not all my lyrics, all my words. So it's funny when you say I treat it just like rap. It was almost like the same type thing. And it's a difference with when you have a MC who doesn't know his bars. You don't feel them. You don't, like, it's just words. But when you know it, and you embody that character, it's a difference.
Yeah, that's why most of the times when you get cats that come into the vocal booth that's rhyming and they reading off their phone, it's never the same than when they learn it. When they memorize it and they know it and they don't have to look at their phone. You're always going to get the better feel after they truly know it and it's embedded in them. But reading it from a phone,
you get a point for embedded.
Into a booth, yeah. Reading it from a phone and then going into a booth, that feeling, that energy is not going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same.
Nah.
At all. It's the preparation. Don't put the mic down just yet, because you know you're a writer. And they probably might think I'm just playing when I say, you know, when I'm songs for Total. We can name a whole lot more. You're writing lyrics as a woman's perspective, for a woman to sing. You have to get in the character. You got to lock in and embody a woman at that time, because those lyrics are heartfelt. Is it similar to like the way you got to lock in for a character?
Yeah, if I got to write for a female, I talk to a female. Or I listen to their stories. You just become a good listener before you write for a female.
The art of storytelling, Slick Rick, y'all know about it.
Yeah, so if Soups is telling me about a bad relationship or Kiss is telling me about a bad relationship, I channel all of that and put it into my writing. If they tell me about a good relationship or a good experience, I channel that into the writing. You know, so I could write for a female. It's easy to write for a female, but only after talking to other females.
Your first song. I'm sorry, I know you might. Look, we're going to be done in a few minutes. I know you're in a rush.
Sandy just wants some chicken McNuggets. That's all.
Shout out to DJ Sandy V.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But I question you all the time. If y'all don't know, I pick the general's brain every time I get a chance to pick his brain. I do. And we're talking about the process of perfection. You ain't just start. You had to have a first song. Everyone has to have his first, because the first step is the hardest step to have before you start in your journey with anything. Just the initial step of trying. Your first song that you wrote for a woman. Because a lot of people know they first rap and all that stuff. But you had, like, this is not the easiest thing. Or, matter of fact, you used to write raps for women too. I'm not going to say, if the world didn't know. If the world did not know.
Oh, Soups.
Soups got bars. And you definitely was a ghostwriter. Was that one of your first that you wrote for a woman?
Yeah, she didn't give me any publishing.
She didn't give you no pub?
Nah, she didn't give me no publishing. Nothing. Nah.
How was it that first time? Or when was the first time?
The first time I think I wrote for a woman was female group. Did I work with Lamage before Total, or that was after Total? Remember Lamage? That was.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout out to Uncle Craig. Shout out to everybody out there. We talking about that process.
Eddie Hazel's daughter, Rebecca. That was the first female I wrote for. Eddie Hazel from Parliament Funkadelics. He was the guitarist.
Y'all know about it.
Maggot Brain, all of that. Eddie Hazel. I wrote for his daughter Rebecca. She was a great, phenomenal singer, great artist. I wrote for her first. I think that was the first time I wrote for a female. And then I started writing for a lot of females.
You started just catching the groove.
Yeah.
Starting to finding yourself with that niche.
Yeah, different females. I actually wrote a song for Whitney Houston that she was gonna sing.
The Whitney Houston.
There's
Yes.
a song called Love Can Happen they wanted to use. I wrote it. And her brother, Michael Houston, he demoed it for her. They liked the song. We just couldn't work out the business behind it, but I actually wrote it for her. She loved the song, and she was gonna sing it. You know, but we couldn't work out that dough.
Everybody understand. He just said Whitney Houston. I was privy to hear some great Whitney Houston stories that you'll never hear on the show. Let me say that. But what amazes me the most, because some people, they see you in around town, and if they don't know you, they're not gonna know you. You don't allow everybody inside your circle.
Right.
But you're worldwide. With the
Okay.
art that you do is worldwide. Sometimes I see people in their own hood, wherever you are, they don't get appreciated in their own city. When I was talking to the actor who I met this past week, and I'm like, yo, in Jersey, we respect you. We appreciate you. I'm like, you are a phenomenal actor. Like, you do great work. And I think it had like 1 million views and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, it's great work. Just because everybody's in front of the screen or behind the boards or have a show, it doesn't mean that they're dope. It doesn't mean they're dope. The work that you put in, how did it feel when you started seeing from the DJing, from the acting to the music, when it started, because you had to do it by yourself first, when it started picking up steam across from people that you didn't even know?
When I realized that more people knew about me than I knew about, and they wasn't from Plainfield, they wasn't from Jersey. So, when I found out that people in New York, all the key music cities, New York, Atlanta, Cali, Miami, a lot of people started knowing about me, and I even had no clue. So when I would get in the studio with somebody, or I would do an event or something like that, oh, wait a minute, Storm, no, blah, blah, blah. Weren't you the one that put together Total? And that story is out there more than I knew about. And then Total said it themselves. It was my songs that got them the deal with Diddy that they heard. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like you move on from that. I'm not as passionate about songwriting, producing, or working with artists like I used to be, but I still could do it. Like, if there's only certain things that could drive me back in the studio, the recording studio. You know what I'm saying? It has to be the right thing. And
it didn't stop your art.
No.
A lot of people, if the music industry burns people, it burns people.
Yeah.
To the point where they're like, yo, I'm good. I don't even want to do it no more. And it didn't stop. You just took that art, your artist, you took what was in you, and you just channeled it in another way.
Yeah, I channeled it. I get a lot of gratification out of BKS. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I built that with a team. You know what I'm saying?
With the team. Shout out to the whole team.
Yeah, like I couldn't do BKS without Soups. I couldn't do it without my cousin Jeff. I couldn't do it without Kaya when you never met her. And everything, everything has its origin. I couldn't do it without Chill. I couldn't do it without Pierre, whatever like that. But they know I'm a creative, and they give me that respect enough to let me be me. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like it takes a good team to do anything. And one
y'all hear that?
And one thing that somebody taught me, and it was Yolanda Adams. One of my favorite
Did he just
interviews.
floss with Yolanda Adams?
No, I'm just saying. One thing she said to me personally, and she said it to me in an interview that I did with her. She said, nobody can go through this life by themselves. If you think you can go through this life by themselves, you're sadly mistaken. That was the words she gave me. And it's like I appreciate everybody, but listen, within a team, you're gonna argue, you're gonna debate, you're gonna fuss, you're gonna fight, you're gonna disagree, you're gonna whatever like that. But if it's genuine and if it's real, it lasts. Look how long me and Soups we lasted through all of it. You know what I'm saying? But we seen everything from its origin, and nobody allows nobody to step and come at me. Soups don't allow nobody to step and come at me. I don't allow nobody to step and come at her. You know what I'm saying? We can disagree and argue like dogs with each other.
No doubt.
And then make up the same day or the next with a drink.
Too many people out there selling their own people out.
Or like, what's next? What else we got to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like people gotta learn that, you know, it's okay to disagree, because you don't want yes men in your camp.
Sure did.
You know, if she don't agree with something that I'm doing, or I don't agree with something she's doing, I'm gonna tell her. We may not like it, but at the end of the day, she'll respect it. You know what? I get why you don't like that, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
I think the respect comes because of your work ethic and history of success. History of success. And Soup, you could definitely let us know, because we were talking about process of perfection. And when I hear the stories about you DJing, and it's like a line, DJ Punchy, I'm not saying this is folklore, but this is the DJ, the general Storm and Norman stories that I heard from back in the day, all the storytelling. Slick Rick, I heard, yo, he used to be on the 1 and 2s, scratching, right? One of the record stores. I don't think the record store, I think it was on the West End, not even here anymore. Y'all fill in the blank, anybody on the check-in, shout out to all y'all. There used to be a line of women just wanting to see him spin records. Spin records. This is, yo, Soups, correct me if I'm wrong. General, I wasn't there.
Don't believe that.
I was playing kickball. This is what they told me.
No, sir.
It's a statute of limitation of, you know,
I'm denying it. No, sir.
You were working on your craft back then. That's my point.
If that happened, I didn't notice it.
Yeah, because you were doing that. He was popular.
Hey.
But you blocked everybody out. To the point. You were working on what you were working on.
Oh, I was always serious about like studio and DJing and making beats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think actually when I was younger, it took me till I got older to realize that females were my downfall. Females were my downfall when I was younger, because, you know, like,
ooh, I understood that.
You know, you in the studio,
she got me, and
then you get women that when women start being interested in you, you know, for whatever reason, it's like you making that decision. Should I go to the studio today? Should I make beats today? Should I write rhymes today? Or should I take this chick out, you know, to the movies and to the hotel? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's decisions like that could either make you or break you. You know? And then when I fell back from putting females first, it was one day I needed some dough. Funds was low, whatever like that. And to take this chick out, I sold my DAT machine. So I'm telling you a real story. I sold my DAT machine to be able to impress this chick, right? And that was the point for me to be like, yo, nah, I gotta prioritize better.
This wasn't the chick, y'all. She was not worth it. It was not.
Nah. Trust me. Wasn't worth it. But I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I actually sold a piece of my studio equipment to impress this chick because I saw the lifestyle she was used to.
We been there. I've been there.
So I'm like, I'm gonna show her a real good time. I'm gonna take her to the nice restaurant.
I've been there.
I'm gonna take her to the nice this, the theater, the concert, all of that, whatever. You know, and then the crazy thing about it, I got a call 2 days later. I used to run with this cat that used to work at BLS. He was about to introduce me to this major exec. And he was like, yo, no, we got the meeting, whatever like that. Just record your songs on the DAT. And I was like, huh? I sold the DAT machine. And that right there was like, I got to prioritize my life. And going forward, after that situation happened, I changed a lot of the ways I used to do things. You know what I'm saying? And how I approach business and everything like that. That taught me a lot. So
that's one of the hardest drugs to get off of. That female, the women, y'all are so beautiful. They feel great. Love my women out there. But when you lose yourself, when you lose your focus, hot damn. I've been there. I fight it. You know, it's one of them. You fight it because a part of us, just as men, you want to impress. It's just what you sometimes want to do. But nothing feels better when you are on your ding and they love what you do. You know, before we close it out, because, you know, I was watching, you know, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, Vivica. I was watching what Vivica was getting at 50. And what one of the things I love about 50 says, I am addicted to winning. I am addicted to closing these deals and getting money off of his art. She was still hating on him from 17 years ago. Talking about whatever BS, whatever she was doing, she cannot get out. She's still stuck at the same Vivica. And Kevin Samuels was like, you've been the same character for the past 20 years, 30 years. You cannot. If we think about Vivica, you think of the oh no, he didn't.
Two can play that game.
Just every joint. She played Two could play that game 22 times in her life.
Still do the same thing over and over.
Same thing over and
I
over.
think she missed 50. Yeah.
And he's like, that's why you get the same results. 50 could have been stuck with Vivica. Because, that was Vivica. Like, let's be clear. What, 04, 03, whatever? That was Vivica. He did not get brainwashed like, oh, let me keep impressing her and keep doing this for her. He like, oh, nah, I got my own goals. And kept it pushing. It's hard for some of us. It's hard for some. JD could have been lost. I get a little upset when I see the JD with that.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, you know, you got to make decisions, and especially if you really love this business, you love what you do. You got to learn how to make better choices, and you got to prioritize better. You know, and I got to a point to where I started always putting my business over everything. You know, like the business and the music over everything. You know, and there's pluses to that, and there's negatives to that. There's negatives to that when you start putting your music and your business over family. You know, and then the pluses to it is that you kind of know a little bit of everything, and it's like you could step in any circle and know what you're talking about. You know, because I was in every aspect of it. You know, the radio, the technology part of it, the writing, the producing, the creative side. I'm like in every aspect. So I started mastering a little bit of everything.
Value goes up crazy.
Yeah. And people know that. People knew that too. But also people fear that too. You know, certain people fear that. And there are people that know all your talents and gifts that won't put you on because of that, because, you know, they're not the ones shining. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta sometimes I hate to say it, until you get in the door with certain places, you may have to dumb yourself down. And you don't want to do that. But that's why I started my own side, so I don't have to dumb myself down. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should I have to dumb myself down?
You don't even want to shine right now. I'm like, yo, can you get on this side right here?
Because
I
listen,
yo, and this the general, y'all. I always talk about. I say it to your face. How much I learned, just the same way Punchy says it. You could run the show. So he does so much, and I learn every week when I'm watching a show. Every show looks better. I say your show looks better than anything I see on the internet. I tell you that. And you still just, you don't want to co-sign me? That's what it is.
Nah,
That's what it is.
I'm just bruh.
No, you don't mess
Appreciate
with you. No, I'm not. Yo, General, I say that because you're not in it to. When you let people rock,
Right.
it's from your heart. It's from your heart, and that's rare that you get people that do that. being encouraging and still being the person who still does it. You're not looking back at your accolades like, yo, I did this, I did this, I did that.
Right.
Like, nah, like, yo, I'm still doing this. I'm still moving forward. And I definitely commend you on that. Like, it's why am I stuck right here?
Because what we doing now, what we did here, it got us noticed. I mean, it got us noticed with city administrations. It got us noticed with organizations like NJPAC. It got us noticed in a lot of big
DJing
arenas.
over there.
It got me to be able to write a song that Yolanda Adams sung and Dorinda Clark from the Clark Sisters sung for Michelle Obama and Nancy Pelosi.
Yo, it's a lot of blessings and booty that right there when you naming all them names.
But I'm just saying, this is everything that BKS has, throughout the years. To me, that's one of my favorite accomplishments. Being able to write a song that Yolanda Adams is actually singing and Dorinda Clark is actually singing at the Capitol building. Regardless of how that day went, it happened. And if she see me today, Yolanda or Dorinda, they still give me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, that outweighs any type of dough, cars, and this or whatever like that. So look, everybody can't say that. But my next goal is a school for the kids, teach kids how to DJ. That's my next goal. My next thing.
And you are going to achieve that goal.
Yeah. Oh no, it's coming up real soon. Almost done with the curriculum.
You get a point for curriculum.
You funny.
You get a point for curriculum. General, I know my time is done. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. She said, I absolutely love Norm. Shout out to Tiffany Barker. She got
Tiff.
Yo, her show will start tomorrow, right?
Yeah, start tomorrow.
What time?
Making Me Matter. 8:30 p.m.
8:30
after the Owl Show.
After the Owl Show. Shout out to Toya. Now their shows really start at the exact time. Y'all know they punctual.
Listen, man, you got a lot of important things to do before your show, like get pizza, get
Yes.
your drinks right, all
Yes.
the important things that really matter to a show.
Make sure soup is good.
Make sure, yes.
Patrol, the perimeters outside.
Hey, man, listen, as long as Soups ain't complaining, I ain't complaining.
We here, and I love y'all to death. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout out to DJ Punchy.
I appreciate it.
We here. We're Beards and Baldheads. We'll see y'all next week. Nah, really. Look, I don't need any smoke with DJ.